Hey everybody, Ryan here from The Intimate Lifestyle. So here's the number one thing that you have to do to become a woman's best lover. And there are hundreds and hundreds of articles and videos that are out there that tell you where her G-spot is, where her cervix is, her clitoris. Go slower, go faster, touch her this way, touch her that way. Sync up your breathing. Make sure you like anal sex. Build up the pleasure before entry and make sure that she's sufficiently wet. But if she is wet, she might not be ready for penetration yet. Yeah, that's a mindfuck. Use foreplay. Stop calling it foreplay, call it core play. Ask before kissing, but don't ask before kissing. Just take it. But don't do that. Don't finish too quickly, but it's okay if you do, even though it's not. Become multi-orgasmic. Lead her in the bedroom, but follow her cues. But also be present in your body and aware of all of your pleasure. And really feel all of it. Get taken in by it, but be fully aware of all of her pleasure and her body at all times. And don't forget the nipples. Don't forget the nipples, except her. She doesn't like nipple play. Hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of articles that are out there telling you all these crazy techniques, all these crazy things that you have to pay attention to become her best lover ever. And here's the truth. It's a bunch of bullshit. And you know what? Women get this too. Women actually get this more often than guys do. But this is not a video for women. This is a video for us guys. Now, do you want to be a woman's best lover? Here's the one thing that you need to get down solid in order to become a woman's best lover. Stop giving a crap. And I don't mean that in the sense of not caring about your partner, not caring about her pleasure, and not being a giving person and a giving lover. I mean it in the sense of stop measuring your value as a man based on how many times you've made her orgasm. I mean, maybe you're a passive-aggressive dick and you treat your partners like crap. Who cares if you can give her an orgasm? No one's going to want to be around you. See, here's the truth. Here's the real truth of it. You are not responsible for her orgasm. You're not. But here's the other thing too, is that she's not responsible for your orgasm either. And if a woman says that only one guy has ever made her orgasm, it's actually up to her to understand what that guy did and what it is that she liked. So that way she can understand her own body and her own pleasure and her own orgasm, so that way she can communicate that to her future partners. And if she doesn't do that, then she's actually a slave to that previous guy. And because she's reliant on those guys to do things to her because she hasn't explored that pleasure and explored her body sufficiently to understand her own pleasure and her own orgasm. That's not something you can do for her. So let's just cut the crap. It's not about specific techniques. It's not about body positioning. It's not about your penis. It's not about how long you last. Although that can be part of it, but that's an easy fix. And it's not about tantric breathing magic. It's about your mindset. If you place so much weight on her orgasm, then in your mind, you're going to be creating this need to pleasure her. You're going to create performance anxiety. And then if you don't perform, if she doesn't enjoy herself, if she doesn't reach orgasm, then you are a failure as a lover and as a man. Holy crap. Talk about performance anxiety. Of course you're going to be up in your head. And if you're up in your head, she's going to pick up on that. She's going to feel your energy. She's going to feel where your intent is. She's going to feel that you're in your head and that you're doing things to her rather than just being with her. She's going to sense that. You've been across greasy salesmen and creepy people at parties where you can just feel that they're just a little bit off, right? It's the same thing in the bedroom, especially in the bedroom when you're so intimate and your senses are really heightened. She's going to feel that in you because you're more focused on making her orgasm than you are on being with her and touching her in the way that she likes. Not only that, but if you're caught up in this anxiety of trying to give her an orgasm, you're going to miss the subtle cues that she's going to give off telling you what it is that she likes. Maybe her body will tense a certain way. Maybe she's going to breathe differently. A slight change in the breathing. But if I was caught up in my head just thinking, am I doing this? Do I do figure eights? That's what I do. Wait, sideways figure eights? Side to side? Side to side. Curl. Right, the curl. about the curl. Right. Yeah, there we go. No. God, no. All these techniques, sure, it's great, but if I was in my head just thinking about all those things, she's going to feel anxious, and then she's going to get into her head and out of her body, and then the chances of her having an orgasm have gone out the window. Bye, orgasm. Bye. So if you're finding yourself getting anxious about making your partner orgasm, it's because you're putting way too much pressure on yourself to give her something that she probably doesn't fully understand herself. All you can do is offer her your undivided attention, untainted by your own motivations, driven by your ego, and touch her in the way that she feels most pleasurable. Leave the orgasm to her. When you get your mindset right, then all the tantric breathing, all the finger curls, all the vibrations, the tongue moves, the multiple orgasms, and all the other techniques just become fun exploration that are going to rock both hers and your frickin' world. So ease up on yourself, brother, and stop putting so much weight on being her best lover ever, because that's going to be the very thing that'll hold you back. And it's no measuring stick to being a good man. Happy banging.